Hello, welcome to my presentation on the circular flow matrix. The circular flow matrix is just showing the money and the goods and services flowing through the economy. Alright, with that said, let's get started. Alright, so you see that outer cart and rail out there? That represents money going through the matrix. So let's start right here. This is called a household. Households need stuff. And you know what they get stuff? The product market. They spend money. No? Okay. So they spend money here, to get stuff to go there. So money from here to here, spending. And you know, this is just full of stuff and products. And you know who makes products? Businesses. And whenever one of their products sells here, they get some of the money from it. And that's called revenue. Except they can't make something from nothing, of course. So that's where these guys come in. This is the resource market. Basically, they give them stuff so that they can make stuff. And when they pay for it, that's called cost. So take this for instance. That over there is a bread factory. These guys sell wheat. So they pay for the wheat, they give them the wheat. So basically, these guys are wheat dealers. They do wheat. Alright, and then these guys over here. These guys need money. And that comes in the form of income, which comes from jobs. And they work over there in the fields. Alright. See how nice that comes around? Alright, now you may have noticed this second rail. Now, I'm going to blow all 7 of your brain cells. That is the goods and services. I know. And you may be wondering, wait, why is it going the other direction? Is it broken? No. No. Because wouldn't it be so silly for these guys to spend their hard-earned money over there and also give them their goods and services at the same time? Now, I also hear some of you saying, but I work at a dead-end retail job for a company that has a yellow splotch on the front that absolutely shares nothing with this building standing behind me. And I work there and I earn money there and I spend that money there. Well, it's a very, very sad existence. I'm so sorry. But also, keep that in mind because that's important for later. Alright, let's see how goods and services go through the matrix. So basically, these guys need money, right? And it's really good that they have a child because they can use them for labor. So they can send them off to the field. Yay! And the field is where they grow the grain, harvest the grain, and then send it over here so that they can make bread. Literally. And then these guys make the good known as bread and send that good over here, the good bread, over here for sale, which counts as a service. And then what an access service? But this, them. They buy it, they sell it, and then they own it. They own the bread. Alright, I want you to notice something. These guys, resource. Over here, goods and services. And that has to do with the 4 factors of production. So for instance, resource over here, human labor. Humans are a resource, in fact, and then they go over here, and then there's another resource over here called land. Land is just like a actual land, anything that comes from the land, like oil or wheat. And then the resources come over here, where they have furnaces, which counts as capital. Capital is basically like anything that gets the job done. And then there's another. So there's 4 things in the factors of production. I covered 3, but there's another one not showcased here. It's called the entrepreneur. It's just an entrepreneur. It's a business owner, because you kind of need a business to make business, you know? Alright, and then over here, you guessed it, human labor. Alright, so this is kind of where I apologize for saying that you were silly for saying, oh, you can't spend money and goods and services over here. But let's take Jim, for instance. Jim is an average retail worker. You know, a zombie. And Jim here not only works here, but he also buys stuff from here. So this is a source of income and a source of spending money and getting stuff. So this doubles. In fact, all of these can basically double. Like, that can double as a business if you're creative enough. That can double as revenue. And stuff like that. In fact, Jim, I think that you're getting a raise. You just hang in there, buddy. He's not getting a raise. I just like giving people false hope. I think it's funny. Alright, now with that out of the way. You may have laid eyes on this beautiful all-white building with red, white, and blue on the top of it. You know what it is. You know you gotta have it. You know you love it. It's an ice cream store. I know it's a government building. That was a joke. I'm not dumb. Alright. So as you notice, it also kind of has its own thing going on. But it's actually pretty simple. Watch this. One word. Taxes. So businesses, households, they give the government taxes. And in return, the government gives them public goods. They both get public goods. However, they each get their own thing. So take, for instance, businesses. Businesses get subsidies, which, summed up, basically imagine the government giving them some money to boost up, like, and keep up the competition, basically. You know, monetary steroids. Also, these guys get welfare. Now, to imagine welfare accurately, imagine the government giving you money because you're poor. That's exactly what welfare is. Alright, and you'll notice that these guys, they didn't give up any taxes. That's because these are stores. And the government is one big customer. For instance, these guys give them goods and services, and in return, they get the good government money. And then from here, same thing. The government gives them money, and then they get resources. That's right, you heard it here first. The government has a wheat dealer. Deal with it. Alright. And there's one thing I really want to drive home, is that all of this, the circular flow matrix, it's literally just transactions being shown. Like, from here to here, you give them money, they give you products. It's just a continuous flow of transactions. And it's just showing that transactions are going through all the time, at every place, and it's just a never-ending cycle. So that's literally all it is. It's just a cycle of transactions. Alright, well, thanks for watching my presentation, and have a good one.